I'm gonna be real. Healing doesn't just bring peace, it brings clarity. And sometimes that clarity makes you dislike the people you were raised to protect, defend, and idolize. Because when you're no longer operating in survival mode, you start to see. You start to hear the manipulation in their jokes, feel the guilt in their silence, see the control in their concern. You start realizing that what you used to call love was actually obligation. That family was really a hierarchy. And respect only flowed in one direction, upward. It never trickled back down as it should have. When I began to heal, I stopped laughing at the same old stories. Stopped letting elders use their age to avoid accountability. Stopped playing the role of the good child just to keep the peace. Because the peace they wanted required me to stay silent, to stay small, to keep letting things slide. But healing gave me language, and that language made me dangerous. Because now I can name what they've always tried to bury. That wasn't discipline. That was abuse. That wasn't just how they are. That was narcissism. That wasn't family. It was emotional labor disguised as loyalty. And what really shook me was finally seeing the toxic mindsets that were passed down like tradition. The way they normalized dysfunction like it was culture. The way cycles of silence, guilt, shame, jealousy, and control were handed down like heirlooms. And nobody saw a problem with it. It was just how things are. But baby, just because it's tradition doesn't mean it's truth. I live in truth. And the more I grew, the more I pulled away. Not out of bitterness, but out of self-preservation. Because you can't heal in the same environment that made you sick. You can't grow when every boundary is seen as betrayal. You can't evolve around people who only love the version of you they can control. And I know it sounds harsh, but I don't feel safe around everyone who shares my blood. I feel watched, judged, measured. Like my healing is offensive. The audacity. Like my joy is threatening. Like my boundaries are a rebellion. But here's the truth. I still love them. I just love me more now. Enough to walk away. Enough to grieve what I never had. Enough to stop begging people to become who I needed them to be. Healing didn't just make me stronger. It made me selective. Selective about who gets access, who gets closeness, who gets truth. And sometimes that means loving certain people from far, far away. Because family isn't about blood. It's about safety. It's about respect. It's about reciprocity. Hell, it's about building generational wealth, bitches. Fuck wrong with y'all. And if I had to lose them to find myself, then I didn't lose family. I lost a cycle. I'm better now. And I won't apologize for who I had to become to protect myself and my fucking kids. Kick rocks, bitch. You be mad. Go get a therapist. Stupid hoe.